Just lean.
Ooh! That's it. Yeah. Oh! Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video, yes, of course it's Friday, so we're doing some Gear Strive, but today we are doing a very special one, because this is, the song we're doing is Just Lean, which is Johnny's theme, which I believe is a new character. From when I'm reacting to this video, this came out a day ago, so this is a brand new character, a brand new theme. So I'm very, very excited to see what this is. So what we'll do is we'll react to the whole thing all the way through without stopping, and then if you're new, just so you know, and then we'll go over and play it again and start and stop, and I'll write some notes and stuff. Before we do that, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Really excited about this. Please leave a comment too. You can request other songs from Guilty Gears and other games as well, and any franchise really. I'm quite happy to look at anything, but this is, no, I knew there was a new character coming. I know nothing about them. We've kind of got some very, very ripped cowboy Lone Ranger kind of vibe going on. So that's cool to see. So we'll go into this view and then we can look at the visuals while we're doing it. So let's have a look and go straight in and react to Just Lean, Johnny's theme from Gear Strive in 3, 2, 1, go. It's very nice. All right.
Just listen what's called the years, the word of the guy who was hated by the god of failure. Just lean.
Ooh! That's it. Yeah. Oh! All right. That's a really cool chorus. So sick.
He says half the world is my love. It's a mess, but nobody think it's a joke. Whether it be mother, sister, or daughter, whatever, he doesn't talk about fake love. The welcome. Before those who wanna down. Work hard, work hard. The words of a man who never fails. Jocelyn.
That was so cool. That was so cool. That is what you call a just legitimate classic rock chorus, man. That was so catchy. It was so fun. It was so... what's the phrase? It was so kind of... it really pulled you in, you know? It really... it was really kind of really easy to get into the song, get into the beat, and get into the lyrics. And I think, like, there's a lot here that suits this kind of character. That obviously I made some assumptions about at the start, and there are kind of like musical links to what I assumed. So we'll go over that, and we'll do that right now. So we'll do a stop and start playthrough, and we'll go and talk about some stuff. That was really, really cool. I've yet to find a song that I don't like so far, or at least I don't appreciate, and I really, really like this. This is kind of my kind of music anyway, so I love it. I love it. So let's go. So we start off with some lovely kind of, I've written like Van Morrison style guitar, very nice, finger picked, strummed, very, obviously we're in a major key. I'm not sure what the key is, but we are in a major key, so we know this is going to be kind of a positive song. This character is not, you know, a ghost or a devil or something like that, or at least that's not what the music is telling us. This is maybe a person that has more of a, you know, a relaxed view of things, and that's kind of, or a positive view of things. And that's kind of what we're getting already, and that kind of like very much 70s kind of influence with the guitar, and you know, that kind of peace and love stuff that we're already, that influence already embedded in 5 seconds into the song.
Just listen what's called the years, the word of the guy who was hated by the god of failure.
I don't think any of the other Guilty Gear songs we've listened to have done this. Not that I can think of anyway, where they've actually started with the chorus. They've done it slightly differently, which we'll talk about in a minute. But obviously that's something that's done quite often with you know, like chart music and things like that, because they want to get you to the hook, you know, straight away. So it starts off with the hook, but it does it very differently because it's doing it with just the acoustic guitar, which is, you know, it's giving that kind of Wild West camping by the fire sort of kind of influence to it. What I also like as well is the layered vocals on top of it, because it's not just the main vocalist, it's also got a bunch of vocals layered on top of it, and those vocals aren't sung very prettily, if you know what I mean. They're kind of sung kind of, for lack of a better word, laddishly. They're kind of sung like a football chant or something, or like a, I don't know, a sports chant, where it's a bit, you know, it's a bit more kind of loose and a bit more kind of wild, and it's kind of like, it's the encouragement to get interaction from an audience if you're, you know, performing the song live, which I really, really like. So starting off with the hook is really cool, and doing it with this kind of laid back kind of Wild West and sort of, you know, cowboy rock acoustic kind of style, I think is really nice.
Just lean.
And that guitar bit, you know, it sounds so, again, it's that kind of even 60s or 70s influence of classic rock music, that playing up the top of the neck and the lower notes to get that riff, and then slide up and hit the higher notes. That's so Hendrix. That's just pure Hendrix. Which is obviously, look, who doesn't like Jimi Hendrix, for God's sake? So that's obviously really cool, but also that kind of slide and stuff, it kind of gives that impression of like more of that southern style rock, that kind of Lynyrd Skynyrd stuff with they're not using a slider, but it which is the glass thing you put on your finger to make it sound a glass slide you put on your finger. And they're not using that; they're just sliding with their finger. But it's kind of that more drawn back kind of, you know, swung kind of feel, that kind of very much laid back. I'm getting feelings of, you know, the southern states of America is what I'm getting. And, you know, then we get our through line of, you know, the style of the Guilty Gear Strive soundtrack, where we get our nice, just proper grooving hard rock riff, proper just hard drums, vocalist going in with a chest voice, nice and, you know, full. You know, we kind of, this is kind of like what reminds us that this is, you know, it's a Guilty Gear song. This is the DNA of it.
This is kingdom and I'm dead to waste life's grace. It is the fool who hides because everyone is his size. And every outlaw, no age can judge him. New things always fall in the mind. The big book had shown him the right path. Wouldn't have repeated all. Just
And then we'll carry on in a second. But as it goes into the main chorus, but that's just really nice. You know, again, it's kind of very like belted out. Notes kind of held and kind of long as well. So it's easy to follow, which is nice, and also kind of accentuating on the outlaw, which is obviously telling us what this character is. It's the outlaw, maybe of the group. But again, like it's major key. It's very positive. Like this character is not. We're not giving the impression that this character is bad, even though they're an outlaw. They're probably we're getting the impression that they're a good person, or they're a positive person, or maybe they're just a very chilled out person. From the music so far, but let's get into the chorus. That was really cool. I like the hits of the dun 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 dun, or whatever it was. Bam bam. Very nice. Again, this is proper like. This is a song you bang out, you know, at the end of your set. You know, this is like a very much an interactive song. It's a positive song. It's the one that gets the crowd moving, and there's obviously lots of you know, with the call and responses and the call and responses, but with just how catchy the chorus is, right? It's so easy to get caught up with it straight away, and you can already see me mouthing along. Obviously, I've got the lyrics on screen, that does help, but having that groove and feeling that song is really easy to do because of how this is written, and I like how when it gets into the lyrics there, the guitarist kind of just is playing the chords, and it's not like trying to pull back. It's kind of giving you that full kind of like party kind of sound, that kind of like we don't care if this is tight or not, even though it obviously is played tightly. We don't care if it's like large and sound. It's fun, it's free, and that's the kind of what we're getting, which is also kind of like what, as I said, the music from the classic rock music from the 70s and 60s and stuff was very much like. That's why it gives that vibe a lot.
He says half the world is my love. It's a mess, but nobody think it's a joke. Whether
So that little guitar bit for the or whatever it was doing. If you've listened to Guilty Gear songs before, that guitar tone will probably kind of nostalgic for you, because that is just the Guilty Gear guitar tone. That like full whack, super overdriven guitar, so like it's high up. It sounds really, really nice, really, really clear, really, really cuts through. Again, and that's also using the DNA of what the Guilty Gear soundtracks are. Hold on. What it reminds me of, the just din 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 din, because it's such an easy melody to follow as an audience member. It reminds me of like "Take Me Down to the Paradise City where the grass is green" and so on, because that's also like very similar in how it's, you know, in the melody in a way, but also you can pick that, you like probably the second time you heard Paradise City from Guns N' Roses, you picked up the lyrics, because it's kind of that very clear melody line. That's really fun to join in with, and that's kind of what we're getting here. I really like the harmonies that the two guitars did at the end. I mean, obviously the lead guitar, the main soloing guitar during that section was incredibly impressive, and we don't expect any less with Guilty Gear songs at this point. Like, it's incredible playing. But what I really enjoyed in terms of the theme was actually the rhythm guitar underneath it. Go back and listen to it again, that little section, and you can hear like how the guitar's just sliding around, and it's giving that real kind of like that southern rock feel, as I say, that sliding up and down the guitar, that kind of classic rock feel, that Hendrix style, that kind of sleaze. Sleazy is not the right word, but you get what I mean. That kind of like a sliding through the song. It's not regimented. It's swung. It's moving. That's the kind of, it's flowing. It's flowing as a song. And what are we hearing in the background, doing a nice solo underneath it? It sounds like is it an organ? It's like, no, it's a keyboard sound. It's a keyboard sound, but with a kind of, it almost sounds like an organ effect. It's definitely not an actual organ. That's 70s rock, man. Like that little like a little key solo going towards the end of it. It's crazy. Such a good end, man. Such a good end. Ending on the main phrase of the song, and the name of the song. But also, I like it ends with it could have ended on a chorus, and just kind of could have faded out even, again, like a lot of classic rock songs do. But to go back to the He'll Come, and kind of remind us who the character is and what the character's here for and stuff like that at the end of the song, I think is really clever. And I think it really suits a soundtrack like this. This was so good, man. Like, once again, great song. Happy that we're getting more and more soundtracks. Keep making them so I can keep watching them and we can all keep watching them together. This was really good. I mean, it's probably one of my favorites, actually, I would reckon, so far. So that's really, really nice. So let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. And let me know what you want to listen to next as well. And we can do that. If you enjoyed this video, please do like it. And if you're new here and you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel as well. We're doing really, really well for subs at the moment, so I really appreciate that sub. But having said that, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Just listen what's called the years, the word of the guy who was hated by